Let's take a look at these two time domains for your on delay and off delay timers. So the first thing I did is I made a little time delay here, or a little time base of 7 seconds on each one of these. And I listed my devices here, the limit switch right there, and then load 1 and load 2, okay? So what I'm going to go ahead is I'm going to say that this timed relay right here is set for 2 seconds. So let's run 2 seconds on both of those time delay relays. So here we go, it works like this. So initially, this is a normally open limit switch. So it is low, it is off. So I've got 0 and 1 right there. It's low, okay? So if this is open, the timed relay the coil's not been energized, so nothing's happening. So the normally open contacts here remain open. So I think load 1 remains off as well, okay? These contacts here are normally closed, so because nothing's occurred, we haven't closed the limit switch yet. It looks like load 2 is high, which is 1, okay? So the next second, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this limit switch here. So we're going to push it up to 1, like that. So for the next second, the limit switch is closed. Well, let's see what happens now. So this close, and it runs for 1 second, but this is a 2-second item here, so normally open, timed, close. Well, it hasn't timed out yet, so nothing's happening, and so this load stays off, and this load stays on. Let's go another second. 2 seconds now. This switch has been shut for 2 seconds. And then so what happens? Well, it still hasn't timed out, so this load stays off, and this load stays on, okay? And then finally, after 2 seconds, well, guess what? We still have the limit switch shut right there, okay, because we have not deactivated it. But after 2 seconds, this changes its states. They're normally open, timed, closed. So this load right here is going to close and come on, and this is normally closed, timed, open. So after 2 seconds, it's going to open. So this load goes off, okay? And then so we leave this limit switch closed, nothing else is going to happen because that timer's timed out, this one stays out, and that one stays off. Finally, after you open the limit switch back up, what happens? Well, this opens, and then these reset back to their normal state. So this load would go off, and this load would come back on, okay? So that's my on-delay timer. The off-delay timer looks a little bit different here. Let's see how this one works. So first of all, my limit switch is normally closed, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right here, and this one is starting out closed for a second right there, okay? So because this is closed, remember these contacts change back to their states after it's timed. So this is normally open, timed, open. But as soon as we energize this coil, it shuts. So load 1 right here, initially, because we have this on right here, this is normally open, but it's energized. It is going to shut. So load 1 will also be on. And this is normally closed, timed, closed. But because we've energized the coil, that means that it opened. So load 2 is going to be off, okay? And so if we don't do anything and we just let this run again, well, nothing's timing because this doesn't time until we actually open the run, which is opposite to this one. This on delay times when we close the run. This one times when we open the run. So we haven't opened the run yet, so nothing's changing. So now if we go ahead and we open the run there, we bring that to 0, well, this is going to start timing for 2 seconds. So this is normally open, timed, open, but it's only been 1 second, so nothing happens here and nothing happens here. We leave this open for the next second, and still nothing has changed because it hasn't got to 2 seconds, okay? We're going to keep leaving this limit switch open Okay, so on the 3rd second, 1, 2, 3, of leaving this open, this actually it would have timed out. So this was normally open, timed open. So after it's timed out, this is going to open, and load 1 will go low. This was the 2 seconds right here of it timing. And the 2 seconds here of it timing causes this one, normally closed time closed, to close like that. And it would go like that. If for some reason we then went and we closed this contact again, where we get a 1 right there, well, what is going to happen? This, which was normally open when this wasn't energized, it would close again because the coil came true, and then this one would open again, and then we could restart the process again. So these off delay timers are a little bit harder sometimes for students to understand. Just remember, the on delay timer starts timing when the run comes true. The off delay timer starts timing when this opens and the run goes false. Okay, so there's the on delay time domains.